Hey Pisces, EverlongMystic here. So we're gonna get you a message today, and we're doing a kind of a traffic light theme here. Just gonna look at something that like you get the green light for, something that you need to approach with caution, and then something that is a stop for you. All right, and for the green, for go, we're using La Fruma to start off with. And I did one of these readings on myself, and I was like, whoa. I had to switch around some of the oracle cards to see which ones fit the best, but all right. So, oh, look at that. Pisces. So you have the new bud, which is awesome. That is an awesome card to get a green light for. So if you are trying to start something new or attract something into your life, or like if you've been waiting for some kind of divine timing, this is a very good sign here. Green light for that. Okay. So let's just get some information on about the green light, like what this is about. What is this green light, this new thing that you can start about? All right. Well, here's some confirmation here. We have the Chariot, which is a card of victory, movement, and you kind of being in control. You being like you maneuver the chariot, right? Now, sometimes it could talk about showing off, but I don't really think that's what's going on here. I think this is you. This is you totally beginning and having whatever vehicle that you need to get it going, right? And then here we have the Ten of Wands, which is kind of telling me that you have been through a somewhat difficult experience with something, and you've reached the end of it. 10 is the end. So it is definitely time for something new here. So let's get some advice. What's the advice for how to do this? How to proceed? The advice for Pisces, how to proceed. Ooh, fire! Light the fire. That is really cool. Like, to literally just start. The advice is to, like, get the fire burning, just start. It says here, I'm just going to read the bottom portion of this. It says, sacred fires bind to you, weaving new knowledge between your cells, through your cells, igniting and relighting the life that felt lost. The dragon's breath fuels and drives and delivers sacred enlightenment. There's definitely dragon energy with this card as well. I feel like there's some new awareness. Whatever this new thing is for you, Pisces, it comes with a new awareness. Because like with this fire, this ether fire here, it burnishes delusions and deceits. So there may have been something kind of difficult that, like some kind of like a delusion, or some kind of struggle with clarity here about you or about your life in general that is becoming clear now, which is allowing this new bud to kind of open up for you. Is there anything else for Pisces for the green light? No, I think that's it. That is it. All right. I like your green light. All right, so now let's move on to the yellow. All right, proceed with caution. Pisces, proceed with caution. Yellow light. Oh. Wow. Look at that. You have another 9. No, you don't. That's 39. Never mind. I thought it was 36. I was going to say you have 9, but you don't. But you have like... I am just off on the numbers. Anyway, Me Talks. So you have the Me Talks card. It says repairing the body, mind, spirit. You know what this is, Pisces? This is you thinking that you're broken. You kind of need to ease up on that because I think that you like constantly feeling like you need to heal something or repair something or fill in the blank, right? It's that adds to the burden. And the burden, this burden slows you down because it's not like like a super physical world burden. It's more of a mental burden that it causes for you. It's a fire burden. It slows you down. It's like you're allowed to take breaks. Because I do like the fact that they're kind of chilling in the tub here. And that to me, it's like taking a break. Like it's not like healing isn't a constant fucking struggle all the time. You know what I mean? You're supposed to take your time with it, okay? All right. So, what else do we need to know about that? What else do we need to know about Pisces taking their time with repair? Pisces taking their time with repairs. So you have the Three of Wands here. I'm just kind of seeing this as wishful thinking. This is like almost, but it's also like a tit for tat kind of thing. Like, well, if I do this healing, then I can have this in my future. If I, repair whatever, then I can have this result. It's kind of being a little bit too attached to the outcome of things. Because it's funny, a lot of times, when we're getting advice, a lot of times the advice is about the past, like stop being stuck in the past. But here, this feels more like being stuck in the future, like possible outcomes. And for every outcome that you desire here, it's almost like every little ship in the water here that you're looking at could be a potential outcome for you, a future thing. It's like you think there's some kind of healing or repair that you need in order to achieve that. And I don't know that that's working out so well. Which is why it's kind of showing up in the caution, like just be, just be aware if you're doing that. So what's the advice? So what's the advice? So how can Pisces proceed with caution in a healthy manner? Or what can help Pisces? All right. So we have the crossing, which is initiation. And two things right away that I want to point out. Number one, immediately I thought of this fire here, right? This moving forward, like literally in order for you to go, proceed, just light the fire, just do it, right? That's kind of like what this is saying. It's the initiation. It's like you cannot cross until you take a step. So there is something about taking a step for you. Like, instead of going back and thinking about what you need to do in order to plan your future, just take a step towards your future. Just take a step. Start crossing that bridge. And the second thing I want to point out is that you have a mirror. You have 45 and 54. There's your 2 9s. I was getting ahead of myself there with them. I thought that was a 9. So yeah, you've got your 2 9s right here. All right, what else about this initiation? This crossing. Because it seems like there's something, like, just in the image here, there's something, like the act of crossing here and taking steps towards your future as opposed to just always being in the preparatory stage. It's almost like it's going to open something up for you here. It's going to lead to some kind of major mastery of something. Mastery of what? Oh, that is so awesome. So we have the 3 of Swords. It's funny because it's like this, the 3 of Swords, it's like this really hard energy, right? This really difficult energy. And I think that's what you've been carrying. You will have mastery over that burden, that emotional burden, when you just start taking steps towards your future, and you are being given the green light here to take those steps. So really the caution is just thinking that you need to be worked on all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's always room for repair. There's always room for a detox, but it doesn't have to be all the time. All right, so let's get to the stop. All right, this is where it might get a little difficult. So buckle up, or you can stop watching now. All right, stop. What's the hard stop for Pisces? What is the hard stop for Pisces? Reflections of Artifice. Okay, so what is this card about? And that's funny because I got that card for myself. That's the same card I got. And it's really about kind of getting out of your comfort zone. There's actually a really good blurb in the book here. Let's just look it up. So it says, they hold up a twisted reflection before her, demanding that she see herself within. But though their iron gaze bores deeply into her spirit, she sees that they hold nothing that she desires. There are so many who can only find comfort among others who seem to be exactly the same. They believe that they have attained perfection and disdain any who differ from their design. But they have deluded themselves. This burnishing delusions. But they have deluded themselves with this foolish notion that there is only one path to paradise. Seek instead those who are unlike you. Man, that just like gets me right there. You know, about, it's like, and it kind of relates to this here too. It's like you've been fed the same information, like, oh, heal this and detox this, and you gotta, like, you've been fed a certain version of spirituality or whatever, and it's like you're being asked here to stop, like, consuming the same stuff. Stop consuming the same thing over and over again. You're being asked to seek out things that are actually different from you. What does it say? It says, explore the pleasures of variation and experiment with new ways of being. This will teach you who you truly are, the soul that lies hidden beneath the surface of your reflection. It can be painful to break free from the throng that you have always known. Jealousy may poison their words as they attempt to dissuade you, but the true loving circle of souls who support your journey will adorn you only with blessings and words of encouragement. They will celebrate all the parts of you that bring you joy, no matter how those parts differ from their own. So ask yourself, what have you never allowed yourself to try? This is trying something new, Pisces. All right, so Pisces, it's kind of like you're getting a hard stop here on the same old, same old. Same old, same old. It makes sense because you've got the green light for something new, right? All right, so what can you tell us about these variations or something new for Pisces to try? Can you tell us about it for Pisces? Or what can Pisces know about it? Ooh, that's a lot. It's too much. All right, we're cutting. Oh, and then you get a card, you get 7 of coins, like literally a picture of someone like being really bored with what they're doing. Being bored with the same o. And is this Temperance? No, this is the Empress. It's number 3. It's the Empress. And I'll be darned if she does not look bored too. Look at her. Doesn't she look bored too? It's like the same creation, the same nurturing, the same. It's just the same. It's almost like it's kind of like the cards are telling us that, well, not the cards, but Spirit is telling us that Pisces, you're just gonna get more of the same. It kind of, reminds me of that saying about if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, blah blah blah, you're crazy or something like that. But it's like the same thing over and over again. It's not gonna get you anywhere, and it's just gonna be becoming increasingly difficult. It's like, stop doing that. That's your stop. So, what about advice? What's the advice here? What's the advice? Even though that feels like advice. Is there any more advice? Oh, yes, there is. Oh, so we have card number 11 here, and it's the antechamber of apathy. That's interesting, because, like, right away, when I just saw the word apathy, even though they spelled it wrong, that bothers me. But, antechamber of apathy. I mean, it's kind of like another card of boredom, but I want to see what the book says, because I'm not as familiar with all of these cards. Maybe that's a new word. Maybe that's not apathy. Let's see. Their screeches and squawks fill her ears, so she's hearing things from these two birds, the screeches and squawks. They seek to shape her in their image. No shit. That's exactly what's going on here. Consuming the same thing over and over again. It's like you're just trying, like, it's like someone's trying to mold you, or a system is trying to mold you into a certain thing, which may not be the real you. Wow. We may share our lives with others, but we cannot live for them. Even with the best intentions in mind, others may easily become too invested in your destiny. What do we have right here? This is your destiny. Wow. It's like you're being asked to listen, you're being asked to listen to your own intuition in a very peaceful state, like, totally quieting the mind and really listening to yourself here, not others, not the chattering of others. And it's funny because you have this Me Talks card, which is you kind of being in a safe place, in a very meditative state, right? So what's the question? It says, ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me? What dreams have I discarded to please another? What do I really want? Wow, those are good questions. And they're all kind of aligned with what we're getting here with the cards. So, is there anything else for Pisces? I think we are running a little bit over on time here. So we have the Ten of Blades and the Magician. So yeah, it's the same message here, Pisces. It's like stop killing yourself with other people's thoughts. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just wounding yourself. You're just making it harder to go on. And then when you do that, it makes you feel like you've got something to repair. You know what I mean? It's like you've got the power. It's like this magician. Like it goes back to this fire, right? It's like you have that spark within you. You're the one who can make something new happen for yourself. All right, Pisces. So this is your message, and I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye, Pisces.